I got it. Well, it didn't really go through my head until probably a few months back. I randomly saw Bridget outside the pillbox one time. Thought I'd try to say hi, you know? She really didn't take too kindly to that. She was kind of rude to me, and I took that to heart. But that isn't the only reason why I did what I did.
That was the
So what?
only reason?
Nah, that wasn't the only reason.
So what's the other reason?
You see, I have a lot of hatred built up. I never did like Kovna. Especially after he took, the late Drake's place.
Did you
He was
know
a
Drake?
rude... Oh. Oh, yes, I did.
Did you?
Yep.
It was before my time, so I didn't get a chance to know him.
Yeah,
I
I knew
heard really
Drake.
nice things about him.
You know, Drake was an okay guy. But he also got into trouble. That's how he ended up how he did, obviously. But you know, he took in Drake's place, right? We all know that. You take in Drake's place, you take Drake's problems. And you
So
know, I
what
started
problem did
thinking
you
one
have
day,
with Drake? You said he took on
you
his
know,
problems.
I'm sure there was a mass amount of problems that Drake had, but, I started not liking him, you know? I'm sure he poked his nose where he shouldn't have before. And unfortunately, Kovner gets that same treatment for taking his place. Now, since you're recording me, obviously, I might as well be fully open with you. There's no point in lying here. But as soon as I set my eyes on Bridget Color, I knew. I knew something was sparking. And that's where I clicked. So I decided to come over with my clan. Wait. Bait. And kidnap her. And torch the house. She was a big elaborate plan, and no one saw it coming. Clearly. Since you know, I wasn't too sneaky with her before, but you have it on the record. I was very obviously the one at Sandy Hospital that one time.
Yeah, I came to that conclusion.
That was me. I tampered with the computers. You
All
guys
for
should
phone
really
numbers?
learn. Oh yeah. Those phone numbers granted me more than you could know. I could contact them at any time, and they wouldn't even know it's me. Until I told them, of course. But I had leverage. They thought blocking my number was gonna stop me. But it didn't. I got them down to block it one way or another. Obviously, if I led up to me taking her. And after I took her, Kovna fell right into my goddamn trap. You see, it was
I have
easy
a-
to get to him.
Go ahead.
No, Kat, you say, you want to say something, go ahead.
No, I'm confused because doesn't she have the same last name as you?
Exactly. But she doesn't see me as family, you see. She hates me. God knows why. I've done nothing. Is what I would say. But I obviously clearly did something. You know, being in the plague and all. Guess I gave her some reason to hate me, huh? And she never really did have good standing with either of them. That's why it was perfect. That's why it was meant to be. See, I took it to get to Kovna, but I also took it to make a point. Whether you're LSPD, BCSO, whether you're an EMS worker, or part of the government, maybe you're higher up on the food chain, there's always a way to get to someone. You're not untouchable. one day, one way or another, well, I'm gonna burn the damn government down. Though you already heard that speech when you tried to capture me that time. Remember?
I do.
Well, I don't have to repeat myself here, but for the record, I will spew anarchy and chaos. And I will burn. And I will keep burning. And I will keep taking.
Okay. So I got a couple questions. Don't mind. So I'm a little confused too. So you said that you liked Drake, but you had problems with Drake, and those problems became Kovner's problems. Am I listening to that
Indeed.
right?
Indeed.
So what problems did you have with Drake? You still didn't say anything. You just kind of glossed over that, and then just said it became Kovner's problems, and didn't actually answer the question.
He probably stuck his nose where he shouldn't have, I assume.
Okay, you say probably and assume, meaning that you actually didn't have problems with Drake, did you?
Not at the start, at least. He was okay to begin with.
So
But
it was all business then?
It's always business, isn't it?
So it really had nothing to do with Drake, because it doesn't sound like you had any problems with Drake. It sounds like you had more problems with Kovner, right?
You got me, guys. You got me.
Okay, so what was your problems with Kovner then? You didn't explain.
Well, he's not a nice guy. Let's start there.
Well, he sounds a little mean, but he's a nice guy.
Nah.
Why do you think he's not nice?
Oh, before he even knew me, he was rude to me. You see, that's where you get off on the wrong foot.
I'm starting to sense a trend. So, Bridget was rude to you. I'm using air quotes, but I'm writing, so you can't. Was rude to you for not saying hi.
No,
And then
no.
Kovner
There's
was
more, there's
rude
more
to
to her
you.
story. There's more to her story.
Well,
Okay.
go ahead.
Well,
You got all night.
I've done a lot. Like I said, I've done a lot of thinking over the the last few weeks.
Lovely. Thinking's good and also surprising.
Yeah.
So, what was your
Surprising.
problem? What was your problem with Bridget?
She didn't like me. I wanted her to like me. I thought we'd be family, right? I got the family name and all, right? Family's supposed to love each other. Nah, I tried. She kept pushing me.
Are you part of? I know that there's a lot of colors running around, and it seems like more is created every day. Are you a blood relative, or were you adopted, which it seems to kind of be growing and growing?
Well, I'm adopted, unfortunately.
Okay, so you're not really her brother, and she had no choice with you
Nah.
being family. So her being rude to you is
Ah.
really not a different thing, right? I mean, she didn't choose you as family. Your sister or her sister did. Sounds
She
like.
could still take me in, huh?
She could, but that's if it was her sister's choice to make you family, that's her choice, not her other sisters. Especially if you're burning people alive and have a problem with her significant other.
She didn't know that before.
Well, she definitely knows now. Okay, so you didn't have any problem with Drake. Sounds like you probably didn't even know the guy, which, that's fine.
No, I knew Drake. We were friends. And then he died.
How did he die?
Didn't he? Yada yada yada. Something about a roof and his organs being taken, right?
Right, because you were part of the plague.
That I was.
Was that before your time, or were you part of the plague then?
I was a part of the plague then. I know exactly
So,
what happened to her.
Gotcha. Okay. So, so yeah, you didn't have any issue with Drake. So the whole issue with Drake leading over to Kovner was silliness. You were just mad because he was rude to you, right?
More or less, I guess. But he deserved it. He had it coming.
I mean, if there's some other reason, this is your chance. I mean, we got the recorder going. Me and Torres are here to hear you out because that's what we're here to do. So if there's another reason, by all means, please tell us. But right now, it sounds like you're a petty little bitch.
Oh, I can be petty.
Oh, we are very. It sounds like it.
I
mean,
can be
correct
petty.
me if
I can
I'm
be
wrong,
petty.
but it just sounds like you're being petty.
Maybe. But he was also an easy target.
Was that because he had somebody else?
Exactly. He became an easy target. I know how to get to him. That's what I want.
Okay, so since he's an easy target, so do you only go for people that you think are easy targets? No challenge?
Oh no, you see, this was just the first apple.
I see. Okay, so who's next?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Why? You told us everything else. You told us you were a petty little bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm a petty little bitch.
So who's the next target on your petty little list?
I don't know, it could be you.
Oh, I'm a little bit more of a challenge. You wouldn't go for that because you don't like challenges.
Oh, you don't know that. I just wanted my first target to be easy to get to.
Ah,
And he was easy to get to.
So, I was one of the ones that took care of Bridget and got her all fixed up.
Yeah, how's she doing, by the way?
She's doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. You're such a sweet.
How's her
lady.
internal organs?
Perfect. Because
Wonderful.
medically we know how to treat that kind of stuff.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't give it too much anyways.
Uh-huh. So you're part of the plague.
Was part of the plague.
Well, obviously they're not
What?
around anymore. Thank God.
Was? So is it because they're not around, or did something else happen?
Oh, they're not around anymore, Torres.
I know that, but I wanted to, for the recording, I wanted to clarify.
Mm-hmm. Well, clarification done.
Okay. So, how did you administer this stuff that you gave to Bridget?
Oh, did your fellow officers not inform you? It was simple. I gave her a
Please
mask
go on.
attached to a, what do you call those, tubes? Nozzle tubes, you know, ones for the people put, laughing gas and all that shit in it, you know? With a simple, tube
A
to that,
ventilator.
to
Yep,
the
that's what the
mask.
word's called. Uh-huh.
Yeah. A fucking ventilator. It was simple. I used one of those. Filled the canister with our treat.
What was the treat again? Just, for my notes.
It's like that lithium something. I don't remember the name.
Lithium chloride.
Yeah,
That's
that's in
the
the
one.
report.
Yeah, lithium chloride. Does wonders, that stuff.
So not your idea to use that then.
Oh, that was definitely my idea to use that. This whole thing was my idea.
Sure, but you don't know what it is. So I feel like if it was your idea to use it, you'd know
Oh,
what it was.
no, I just forget the name. It's been a substantial amount of time since I've done what I did.
So whose idea was it to use the lithium chloride in the first place? Like whose idea was it to, like you could have came up with take Kovner's girlfriend because she's an easy target because you don't like a challenge, and put a mask on her full of chemicals.
That was also mine.
So who came up with the chemical again?
What, as like a basis or to use that night?
Yeah, who came up with the idea to use that particular chemical? It's not easy to find. It's not like you can go into a hardware store and get lithium chloride.
Well, obviously. But, it's not a thing.
So whose idea was it?
I don't need to give you more information than I need to.
Well, it's clearly not yours because you didn't, you can't remember the name of it. So, got to be somebody
don't
smarter
touch
in
it
your crew,
frequently.
right?
Really touche at me here, trying to make me look dumb, Abby.
We're trying to get to the bottom of it, man.
Oh yeah, I don't want to make you feel dumb.
Oh, no, you're trying to. Whether I'm dumb is out of the question.
What was that?
I said whether I'm dumb, though, it's out of the question.
No, I don't think you're dumb. It takes a lot of intelligence to plan what you planned, and it was able to pull it off. If it was you who planned it, and you say that it did.
Oh, yeah. You really think they're gonna instantly come up with the idea of, hey, let's take Bridget Kala. Let's make Dante Kovna an easy target? The
I thought
stupidest
that's why you
cop?
picked him anyway, because he was an easy target.
Of course. He fell right into my trap. He came alone. He came alone.
Is that who put the 911 call in?
No, he didn't even touch a phone.
So how did you get him there?
I called him. Obviously. I had his
So you
number,
did touch your
Torres.
phone?
Me? Yeah, I touched the phone. I didn't call 911. Do you not remember what happened, Torres?
No, I do. Just making sure that you do.
Oh, of course I know.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Kingston got free, remember?
Not
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately. That's very fortunate.
Oh, it's very unfortunate.
So can you just break down the steps of that day, like from your point of view? We know what we saw because we were there, but let's hear the genius plan from the genius himself.
Oh, I like how you're saying genius. I like how you're saying genius.
You already have Bridget, right? You're already good with her. You got her. You've had her for 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
what happened at the start
container.
of this plan to get Kovner there, to get Kingston there, and we will pick it up after we get to once we get there. So what the time in between?
The time in between, well,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't
Step by
exactly
step. Let's
hard.
hear it.
We had a bait going. We tricked her, got her. Left a clue, I guess. At Paul Dante's house after we tried to torch it. And then he messaged
How
me.
did you get Bridget? I don't think
Did
I
you
got
get
that
Bridget?
in- Yeah.
Nah. Followed her home. She wasn't that wise. It's very easy to follow her home.
See, she told me something different, so I just wanted to hear your side.
Did she?
Mhm.
She may have been delirious.
Oh, she told
may
me
have been a bit out
after
of
the
it.
fact. Yeah, no, it wasn't the same day. I would never question somebody that went through something like that.
Oh. I can't
Not
control
really.
what other people say, can I?
So either she's lying or you're lying. So I just want to hear your side. So you say you just followed her because she was an easy target?
Well, we followed her home. I didn't say she was an easy target. She sure as hell made it easy, though.
Anyway, okay. So you had her for 3 weeks.
Dante was an easy target.
All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So you followed her home. You caught her. You had her for 3 weeks in a storage container. That's what she told me.
Yeah, we kept her in 2 different ones.
Right. Okay. And then so what happened that day when the rescue day? Let's skip ahead a little bit.
The rescue day.
Uh huh.
Well, I pulled
You
her out
know
of
when
the
it
container.
wasn't such an easy target day anymore.
I pulled her out. I took her to the location. I threw her in another one.
Okay.
And then we went out on a manhunt. And
who?
unfortunately, Kingston was the one that we found. Poor old Kingston. By himself.
Who were you
too.
trying to find?
Oh, anyone at that point. But we
Anybody
found one,
that-
didn't we?
Was in government?
Nah, we wanted another cop.
Okay.
And we
Why?
got Kingston, luckily. I don't know. Why don't? Make them watch. Make them feel helpless. After all, it's your job to protect and serve, right? Can't really protect and serve and cuffed on a chair.
Okay. So you got Kovner for some reason. Okay. And you got Bree. So then what?
Oh, no,
you
we
bring
had
Kingston back to the
yeah.
location.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we had Kingston there first. Kovner came after.
But
Set
yeah, that
Kingston
was the
down
location
and-
where Bridget was, right? I'm just trying to follow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Everything that
okay.
went down was where you turned up and where I fled.
Okay. Okay. So
Side
Kovner showed up.
Kingston down.
How did Kovner know where to go? Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting. I just want to make sure I understand before we continue.
Well, you
So
see, I had
how
his
did
phone
Kovner-
number. I gave him a location. And I told him to come
Okay.
alone. And if he didn't, Bridget was gonna die.
Got it. It's
Okay.
all
So you have
making
Kovner.
sense now.
Yeah, you have Kovner.
Yeah.
You have Kingston. Now,
Well, then I made Kovner watch as we gave her the lithium chloride. He really didn't like that. He got real mad. And then we agreed on fighting. See? That was an interesting part. We agreed on fighting.
after the lithium chloride.
Yep. Well, actually before that, I think. And then I made him watch. And then we had a fight. And you see, that fight didn't end too well for Kovner now, did it?
That's why he was on the ground when we pulled up.
Bingo!
Did we ever see what injuries Kovner had?
Oh, would you like to tell me? I'm
yeah, he
brother.
was-
Would you like me to tell you?
Yes.
Well, it was simple. I beat the shit out of him. And then I smashed. I think it was a glass.
Yeah.
It was either a
Glass
glass or a
bottle.
rock. Yeah, it was either one of those. Smashed it into his knee.
Yep. We
Pretty
found
sure it was
glass
his dad
shards.
too. Yeah, there you go then. It was a glass bottle. See, it's been a while. Smashed it into his knee, and then he was a fool, so I smashed it into his head too.
Yep.
Which made him unconscious. And unfortunately, I
usually
guess
happens.
that's when Kingston got out. Got out of those pesky little zip ties or whatever, and well, then you guys turned up and ruined my damn fun.
So
Not
who-
much
who was
fun when there's a man
responsible?
bleeding on the ground.
Who was
Who was
responsible for keeping an eye on Kingston?
What a virus, but I guess he didn't pay too much attention, huh?
I bet that made you really mad. You know, you being in charge
Me?
of all this stuff.
No, not really. What happens, happens. I still got what I wanted. I got who I wanted. It starts what I want.
So you're just out to cause just random pain.
Nah, chaos. Chaos. Anarchy. Abby, anarchy.
For which
I
purpose?
told you I'm
though?
gonna set this city on fire.
But why?
That's
Why
what I
the hell
want.
not?
That's what I why.
Why the
Don't
hell
you
not?
live here?
Nah, I live on the outskirts. It's fine.
Okay, but what do you have against the government?
What's the government? We stop what we want to do. You arrest us for what we want to do. How are we supposed to be big time fire makers when you guys keep turning up and ruining shit? What better way to do both than to set fire to the government?
Okay. Just gonna finish this little note here. There we go.
I mean, you understand that if you keep coming after public safety people, this is going to continue to happen, right? And it's just going to slow your process down.
What process?
So I'm trying to figure out.
Me too. I'm very confused.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
So let me
That'll
get
be
this straight.
slowing anything down.
All right, let me get this straight. Okay. So you were using you targeted Kovner and Bridget because they're easy targets. Okay.
The
Because
police, yeah.
you don't like a challenge.
Oh, I never said I didn't like
you-
a challenge there, Abby.
Well, I'm just piecing things together by what you're saying. So then, you took Kingston because you wanted to let him watch somebody else suffer. You went on a manhunt for any cop, but you just happened to get Kingston. It wasn't even a reason for him specifically. You bring him to a spot after keeping Bridget for 3 weeks. Stop me if I get any of this wrong. It's just to clarify my notes. And then Kovner, you call Kovner after you already have Kingston to witness your diabolical plan. And then he shows up and you beat the snot out of him and hit him with a bottle. And then we showed up, and we know the rest. Is that right?
ruined my fun, yeah.
Okay. Did we ruin your fun, or did Kingston? You know, the one that you took for no apparent reason, and then he escaped and ruined your fun. It just seems like a loose end. Like, why would you bring somebody else into this just to cause a possible problem?
Possible problems open the door for many opportunities.
But you didn't hurt Kingston. He seemed in one piece when we got there. Did you intend to hurt him?
No.
Okay, so you weren't going to do anything to
So why take him?
To force him to watch, obviously.
Sure. I mean, he hasn't come for psychiatric treatment, so I don't think he has PTSD. Probably because
That's
everybody
fine.
lived through the ordeal. Because
fine.
the person running it didn't even know what chemical he was using. So that's probably why he didn't
I
need
told
anything
you,
to...
I know what I was using, but again, it's been multiple weeks since the incident.
Sure. But don't you plan on
You're
using
being
it again?
extremely argumentative.
I'm just trying to piece it all together. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because it sounds to me, I don't know, that it sounds to me like it was kind of a half-assed plan that you guys threw together, and somebody else gave you this chemical. So here's my question.
No one
Where'd you
gave
get
me the
the chemical
goddamn
from?
chemical.
Where'd you get the chemical from then?
I don't need to tell you where we got it from.
And I
Well,
still
he
don't
knows
think it
that
was
I
your
used it
idea
how I
for
wanted
using it.
to
I
use
think
it.
somebody else in your gang came up with the idea. I'm just
No,
curious about whose
no.
idea it was. You could still be a really strong leader and use, people's, ideas in your diabolical
Unfortunately, I
plan.
decided to use it, not them. You see, I didn't even intend on using it, but I went behind someone's back and did. You know, I also made a promise. I said it wouldn't hurt Bridget Color to someone. You see, I did hurt
Who's
her.
someone?
Nah, that I don't need to tell you. But I'll tell you, I did make a promise. I said it wouldn't hurt her. But you know I hurt her. Definitely hurt her.
Yeah, because after shoving lithium chloride into somebody's face, lying seems like such a problem for you. Real moral dilemma
It
there.
does. It is. It's a moral dilemma for me. I don't like lying.
I'm glad that human pain, suffering, torture, and putting somebody through the mental strain of saying all that is fine, but lying, that's where we draw the line, folks. And you said that you did it
Yes.
anyway, so there is no line, is
Yes.
there? Which is fine. I'm just curious.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you a heavy question, and I know we're almost. I'm sure you want to get to jail and get your sleep in, so we won't keep you forever. But I do have I have a couple more questions if you have the time.
Go ahead, Abby. Go ahead.
Okay, so you used to be part of the Plague, right? This is not their
Yeah.
show. This is all the Firehawks, and I get that. But was any of the rest of your crew part of the Plague back in the day?
I believe you already know the question, Abby. I know what you
I'm
guys
just wondering
have done.
if you'd like to say it for the record. That's all.
I don't need to say it for the record. You guys have this noted somewhere, I'm sure. All three of us know what you both did.
What we did.
What do you mean we?
You really want me to say it on record? Torres.
Yeah, I'm confused as to what you're about to say.
Me too.
You know about the video. What you showed.
Oh, Mr. They wear pink together.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
See,
a
I know
gotcha
what the fuck
moment?
you did.
Yeah,
I
that
know
means
what you did.
it's not. Honestly, I'm more than happy to tell the record. We're not trying to hide it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just saying. I know what you
Record,
did,
please
that's all.
take note. We showed a past Plague experiment recipient the video of his experiment so he can get over his trauma. Is that what you were trying to hide from people?
Possible transition in the mode
You think we're hiding
Me?
what we do? Unlike you, we have
Oh,
reasons for what we
um,
do. You just seem like a little chaotic little mess.
Yeah. After all, I was fatherless for a long time.
So, so the reason why we did everything, or the reason why you guys did everything, for the record, not gonna.
To burn the
Not gonna-
government to get to anyone I wanted to.
Oh, okay. So now we do have a reason you want to burn the government because you
Oh.
want to get back at people, whoever you want, without people like Torres and me stepping in and getting in the way of you forcing a
Yeah.
chemical that you don't know the name of down people's throats.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say that. You really like throwing in that. I forgot the name of the chemical.
Because it tickles me pink that you use a chemical that could literally burn the inside of somebody's interior and you didn't remember it, but you say it's your idea. I'm just
didn't
saying, if it
remember
was
the
my
last
idea,
part
I
of
know
the
the
name.
chemical that I used.
Saying I didn't remember the last part of the name doesn't dictate whether I remember what the chemical does or not.
Also, I'm glad that nobody caught the play on words that I said tickle me pink because of your hair. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Get it?
great joke. Great joke, Abby.
Oh,
Quite wonderful.
I'm not the type for that.
Sorry.
You know, I think you should crack some more.
No, no, focus up. All right, come on.
All right, so you were part of the plague. Some of your
Mhm.
friends that we know are part of the Firehawks were also part of the plague, right?
Exactly. Hence why I said what I said. You don't
And
need
you
me
use
to confirm
chemicals
more
on-
than I.
Yeah, you use chemicals on people.
We
Right.
use a chemical.
You used chemicals on people, right?
One that does exactly what it needs to do.
Right, and you had them inhale stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It sounds to me like
Well-
you know,
Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it.
it sounds to me like you're following in other people's footsteps and don't have a plan of your own.
You could say that. But what better way to give someone lithium chloride than through a mask so that it slowly hurts them?
Sure. I don't know. It
I'm
just
not
sounds like
gonna inject it,
you could. It's totally possible.
but I don't want to. I don't want to. It's boring using a fucking needle.
You
What's
know
the
they didn't
point
just
in
use
that?
needles.
Who? The plague?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not trying to copy the fucking plague. I don't give a
Sounds
shit
like you
about
are.
that crap anymore.
It sounds like
No.
you're trying to copy. Sounds like you and your friends are starting to copy the same ideas.
Well, by using a mask? It's just a
No,
simple
not
fucking
necessarily
thing
that.
to do.
Did they use a mask?
I don't remember. This is dating back a few years now.
It just seems to me that I don't know. You're like a plague light.
Nah. What we have is our own. Whether you want to see it as a second part of copying the plague or trying to be the plague in some form, go ahead. It does not do a thing. Chemicals are chemicals. Anyone can use them. It's how
Fair
you
enough.
use
And
them
they
and what
never
you
used
use them for.
that what's it called?
Lithium chloride?
That's it.
Trying to catch me out again. Smart.
No, you're gonna remember that forever now.
I don't know. Give me 2 weeks, I might forget it again.
Crack me up, Ashton.
Oh, I'm
All
glad
right,
I
something
cracked
that
you up, Abby.
something that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. Zeus obviously can't keep his mouth shut, but he said something
What
was
did he
coming.
tell you, Torres? Oh, did he? He said something was coming, did he?
That's what he said.
Well, he's not wrong. Something is coming, Torres. It's not always fun to hide things. Sure, he's just giving
Or
you a
anything.
kind breadcrumb. Maybe he's trying to keep you on his toes. Who knows?
But you just confirmed it.
Oh, anyone can say that something's coming. Whether or not it's true is another question. something is coming. Tomorrow. The next day. Can be taken any way you want it. What? What's wrong, Torres?
Oh, nothing. I just
You
want
don't
to
mind
sit
if I
here.
stand, do you?
Not at all.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm getting tired of sitting on this absolutely shit chair. Please get some new ones.
Well, they're not. We're not here to
Your
comfort you.
Your comfort is definitely at the top of my list.
Alright. Well, once I burn down your government, maybe I'll put some in myself.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
telling you
be
that.
more
I'm
concerned.
telling you right now that's not happening.
Yeah.
You think you can stop me? Think you could stop
I
anyone?
mean, we already did.
Oh, I handed myself, and I'll have you know that.
Oh, not
I'm
you.
not. We're not.
Obviously.
We're not talking about this situation right now.
Oh,
Kingston
which
broke out
situation
of
are you
cuffs
referring to?
because your buddy's, inept. You're not
Oh.
even mad about it. And then
Oh, yeah,
Kovner
no.
is fine, and Bridget's fine, and it just seems like everybody's fine at the end
Oh,
of the
they're
day.
fine
So what did you
now.
actually
They're
do?
fine now. But were they fine when it happened? No.
Sure, but they're fine now. Long game is still the same. Long game, the government's not going to burn because it seems
That's
like everything
okay.
you guys do can go reverse.
See, what I did was very small scale
Right?
in terms of what I could do.
So what can you do?
Why don't we just wait and find out?
I feel like I'm
Like you
going to be
said yourself.
disappointed.
We're gonna be here more. You said that yourself, right?
I don't think I said that. I think I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh, you could be disappointed. You think it affects me? I'm not here to please you. I'm here to do what I want. Create the kind of life that I see fit.
And what did you want to do with Bridget and Kovner?
I already did what I wanted. Get to him.
Well, you
Make
heard
sure
him
you
for
guys
like
know that you're not
a
untouchable.
minute.
Well, I can get to
Ah,
you.
there it is. So that's why they're doing it.
Oh,
To prove
did I
that
not?
we're
I'm
not
sorry.
untouchable.
I'm sorry. I said that earlier. You didn't catch that?
Oh, sorry. I was still hung up on the whole,
Ah, yeah.
you didn't know
of
your old
course you are.
plans kind of thing.
Of course. Makes sense.
So I'm curious. Who do you think is untouchable?
Nobody. That's the point. One
Who do you think? Who do you think has said that they're untouchable?
Oh, no one in particular, but I'm sure some people think it.
So
may
did
wear a
you did
vest,
you hear
a
Kovner
badge.
or Bridget say that they were untouchable?
No, but I thought it'd be a good message.
But I'm back to so many questions.
All right. So here's when we arrested Zeus and Leo. All right, I questioned them, and the word that kept coming up was corruption.
Corruption? Oh, yeah, there is corruption, huh?
Oh, wait. So now your idea is corruption?
Oh, no. That's not my idea.
Oh, that's the people that are actually in charge of the Firehawks.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, because they are actually in charge.
They
I
are.
don't know what you
Okay,
think
good.
I do. I don't know what you think I do, but I'm just me.
I just
So you're not
help
in
me
charge.
understand this corruption thing.
No.
Yes.
No, Torres. I'm not going to.
No. Here's the thing: is you are going to, because we'll just extend your sentence more.
For not telling you why the word corruption was said. It's not scary, Torres.
I want somebody was pointed out. All right, and I just want to know why that somebody was pointed out. What made you guys come up with that conclusion?
Hell if I know. Can't you tell I'm stupid? I don't really know much, Torres. I think Abby here can agree, right?
No, we're very well and clear that you are not stupid.
No, I am. I am. Trust me.
You may make stupid decisions. That does not mean you are full on stupid.
Damn it, you saw right through my skies.
Nobody that puts that much thought and effort into I think your reasons are kind of stupid, but that's a lot of organization to put all that together.
Well, I
think
make
your
a lot of
reasoning's
stupid
dumb,
choices, Abby. I'm a goddamn terrorist.
but terrorists don't.
Don't what? What don't they do, Abby? Come on.
Terrorists
They
are
do-
usually not alive after they've completed their mission.
Not
Wow.
that, but it's
I'm
the
not that
whole.
kind of terrorist.
You're not-
Jeez.
You're not terrorists and stuff. You're not stupid. I still don't understand your reasoning, but
Well, maybe I'm not good at explaining my reasoning, but I'm not exactly good with words. I'm only good with actions.
so is there something that caused you to feel like this?
Did you say someone or something?
Either way, I'll be honest with you. I feel kind of bad. You
Why
seem
do you
like
feel
a
bad?
you seem like a eloquent, easy person to talk to.
Eloquent.
Yeah, you're easy to talk to. You're vocal. You can say your mind. You speak your piece, and you have a pretty good grasp on your own thought process. I'm kind of curious what kind of led you down this path, if you don't mind me asking.
You know, I never really did think about it.
Was there a cop that beat you up or something a while ago? Did a politician that you liked not get elected, or vice versa got elected and fucked over the city? You seem so passionate about burning the city and the government, but I don't know why. I guess that's where my real question is. I think we were dancing around in circles of like you saying, well, my reason is because I want to burn the city down. And my question was, well, why do you want to burn the city down? I think I didn't ask properly. So I apologize for wasting your time on that side.
Well, I guess because I kind of just want to. I want to see people
Well, there's got to
hurt.
be a reason behind it. People don't just wake up one day and want to unless you had like head trauma or something like that. There's got to be a story
I've had
behind
plenty
it.
of head trauma.
Well, that's true, probably. I mean, you guys do ride bikes, no offense, but as a doctor, I see that a lot.
Oh no, I've flown off a bike many times. That's why I prefer cars.
So what? Have you ever thought why you feel that way, and what causes it?
No, not really. I don't question things. Not in life, anyway.
I think you should go see a doctor about that. I mean, not me. I'm not a psychiatrist. I do the physical brain. We do have some psychiatrists that you should go talk to because I think you might have some repressed thoughts and feelings and emotions and memories that you're not facing, and that's very unhealthy. I worry about
What would
you.
you know? What would you know about that, Abby?
I'm a doctor, chief of medicine,
Maybe a
actually.
doctor. Maybe a doctor, but you don't know me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't, but I think you should go get that checked out. As a doctor, I'm saying, that's not healthy, and I worry about you.
You don't worry about me. You worry about your job. You worry about doing your job. You don't know me enough.
Well, right, and I don't need to know you. I'm saying you should for yourself. Go get that
Here's the
checked
thing:
out.
you also don't know us, though. We don't just care about our jobs; we care about people.
Right.
Well,
That's why we do our jobs.
you have a point to your extent, Torres. I don't know about Abby here, but
Hey, I'm just saying. Calls him as I sees him. You should probably get that looked into.
I probably won't.
That I'm not surprised about.
You got any more questions for me?
I don't at the moment, Abby.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Ashton. we're gonna keep a very close eye on you, just so you know.
Huh? Sorry.
We're
what?
gonna keep a close eye on you, just so you know.
Wonderful.
At the very moment, you are gonna be serving both of your warrants right now.
Oh, I imagined that.
Uh,
Multiple
so
lines, I hope.
you did try to kill two public safety representatives, so that's a big deal.
I know.
And you also set one of their houses on. So as of right now, you're looking at 250 months. And a total of about $5,000 fine.
A measly 5,000. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about how the fine system that we have right now is.
I really thought
But
you
again-
would charge me for trying to take two of your colleagues' lives, but fair enough.
Oh, we are.
Oh, what
Uh,
are you gonna charge me?
So right now you're being charged with robbery, arson, and kidnapping, as well as illegal possession of a firearm, illegal use of a destructive device, attempted murder of a public safety representative ×2, kidnapping, and then arson ×2 as well.
It's pretty juicy.
It is very, very juicy. Personally, I do think our fines are a bit on the low side, but I guess it makes
Yeah,
up with it in time.
For what I've done, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the call here. We're gonna do a $10,000 fine,
There it is.
and we'll keep it at 250 months.
No, it sounds good to me, man. Either way, I'll still get out. And I'll still be me. And I'll still be doing what I'll be doing.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
All right, let's step out here to the cells.